Hi there! Welcome to another English lesson with Ma'am Quinto. Last time, we discussed about informational or factual texts. Again, informational or factual texts are about the truth and based on facts. It also has various types such as sequence, description, comparison and contrast, cause and effect, and problem and solution. Are you now ready for today's lesson? Good! For today's lesson, we are going to talk about biases and propaganda devices. Here are the objectives of today's lesson. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to develop your skill in making judgment based on your personal point of view using varied propaganda devices. And number 2, recognize evaluative word choice to detect biases and propaganda devices used by speakers and writers. Now, let's watch this video and be ready to answer some questions after.
Flashy 105.
Flashy 105. Flashy 105 official.
Gran Matador Brandy, ang batayan ng masarap na brandy. Coke, Open Happiness. Avon, the company for women. Dunkin' Donuts, pasalubong ng bayan. Concentrics, different my design. Mang Inasal, hahanap-hanapin mo. Palawan Express, mabilis, mura, walang kuskus balungos. Emperador Brandy, sa totoong tagumpay. Palmolive, I can feel it. Star FM, iba ang dating. MOR, my only radio for life. Easy Rock, just the right rock. SM, we've got it all for you. KFC, finger licking good. Wild FM,
Sikat!
Flashy 105.
Flashy 105.
Flashy 105 official.
Let's answer the questions. What was the video all about? Number 2, what is the content of the video? Number 3, what products were being advertised? And number 4, what can you say about how the advertisement is done? And number 5, if you were given a chance to buy any of those products based on how they are advertised, which will you purchase and why? Great job, kids! Now, the video clip that you have just watched are TV commercials or advertisements. And what is an advertisement? An advertisement is any picture, short film, or song that tries to persuade people to buy a product or service, or a piece of text that tells people about a job, etc. The use of advertisement is very common nowadays. It varies in forms, Some advertisements are done through print, non-print, and broadcast forms. They are important as they aid in reaching their target audience and/or market. In influencing people to be persuaded and make them believe to buy or do something, devices such as biases and propaganda are being used. Biases are judgments based on personal point of view, while propaganda is spreading of information, ideas, or rumor that is meant to make people accept them. Here are the various types of propaganda devices. Number 1. Bandwagon. You are attracted to use a product or join an activity because everyone is doing it. This device encourages an individual to do the same activity as experienced by a number of people. Example: join an educational trip to art in the city. Buy 2 tickets and get 1 for free. Join thousands of learners who have appreciated the beauty of arts in their lives for several times. So what are you waiting for? It is worth the experience. Number 2. The plain fox. This uses ordinary people as endorsers to show that the product is being used by usual persons. Example: this electric fan is assembled for you to feel the ambience of nature. Feel the breeze of natural air within the corners of your home. Another example is, use Soap Guard. It can keep you germ-free for the next 24 hours. Next is testimonial. This propaganda device utilizes famous or influential people to testify about the beauty of a certain product to win the interest of the customers. Example: Kimmy Jones, a well-known basketball player, says that Abibas is the best sporting shoes he has ever used. Another example: Juan de la Cruz, a famous stage actor, says Kopi mo will always keep you awake while at work. Next propaganda device is name-calling. It is a device that persuades you to avail the product or service because of the negative image it creates against another product or service. This propaganda uses advertisement war with other products in the market. Example: taste our original chicken inasal. Unlike other roasted chickens, which use chemicals in preparing their products, our chickens are roasted using our secret and natural spices and ingredients. Glittering generality. This device makes you give in because you are overwhelmed by vague, sweeping statements that usually come in slogans or simple catchphrases. Example: Air Philippines, the spirit of the Filipino, is the greatest airline ever in this country. It is powered by latest technology, offering exquisite comfort and satisfaction for frequent and regular flyers. Number 6. Technical jargon. Technical jargon uses unfamiliar or highly technical terms to impress, confuse, or deceive consumers or audience. It does not really explain how it is connected with what is being promoted. Example: Soyumar with lactobacilli shirota strain is good for your tummy. The 7th type of propaganda devices is appeal to fear. It scares or frightens consumers so that they will either patronize or avoid the product or service. Example: cigarette smoking is dangerous to your health. It may result to cancer and other respiratory illnesses. Next is powerful words. It uses either pleasant or hideous sounds to either lure or drive people away from something. Example: shampoo commercials saying soft, silky, shiny hair to convince the audience to patronize the products. Do you have any questions so far? If you do not have any question, let us remember that propaganda is not only used in print or broadcast media, but also in any professional engagement, with the purpose of convincing the audience to believe in their views, like political rally, and the direct selling of products. It's activity time now. For this activity, you are going to identify what is referred to by each statement below. Choose from the words listed in the box. Write your answers in your notebook. Let's check. Number 1. This uses unfamiliar or highly technical terms to impress, confuse, or deceive consumers or audience. The answer is technical jargon. Number 2. It scares or frightens consumers so that they will either patronize or avoid the product or service. The answer is appeal to fear. Number 3, you are persuaded to use a product or join an activity because everyone is doing it. Answer, bandwagon. Number 4, it uses either pleasant or hideous sounds to either lure or drive people away from something. Answer, powerful words. Number 5, this persuades you to avail the product or service because of reverse idea you heard about persons or things. Our answer is name-calling. Very good, kids. Now, to summarize today's lesson, advertisements are said to be pictures, short films, or songs that try to persuade people to buy a product or service, or a piece of text that tells people about job or anything. Biases and propaganda are used in influencing people to be persuaded and makes them believe to buy or do something. And bandwagon, plain fox, testimonial, name-calling, glittering generality, technical jargon, powerful words, and appeal to fear are the types of propaganda devices. And bandwagon, plain fox, testimonial, name-calling, glittering generality, technical jargon, powerful words, and appeal to fear are the types of propaganda devices. Thank you for listening, kids. See you again next time for another English lesson with Ma'am Quinto. Goodbye and God bless.